Yo, so in all honesty, bro, every single video I've made, either on Instagram or YouTube, I've been judging myself hard. And I was just watching this Instagram reel where the guy says because you put so much pressure on yourself, you take every success or failure personally. If it wins, you're like, great, I'm successful, I'm smart, I'm so capable. But when you do something that doesn't result in the outcome you want, you start judging yourself. You start saying, like, damn, when was I so stupid? How could I have been so dumb? And if that happens a few times, you get in your head, which is exactly what happened this morning, right? Like I woke up at 10:30, got right up, took a cold shower, and I was like, I'm ready to start making videos, but quickly ran into like that mental hurdle as I was doing Instagram. And honestly, watching that video was like a blessing in disguise because I have been judging myself the whole time. I've been judging myself for the YouTube videos. I've been judging myself even more for the Instagram reels. And it's like, bro, like you're trying, like that's like the same paradigm that screwed me over, but there has to be merit in the fact that you got up, right? You decided you're going to record a video even though you just woke up a few minutes ago, right? And I know if you're watching this video, you definitely care about content, right? You probably are a content creator yourself. You probably want to make it out there with like an art project or your own Instagram page, right? And it's like you gotta appreciate that, right? You gotta let that flow like a river because you judging yourself is kind of like putting barriers in the river and then you're wondering why the water isn't going through. And it was just kind of when I realized, like, bro, like, what am I trying to prove? And I realized something about social media is that it is such an easy ecosystem where you're gonna start trying to prove yourself. And this is my social media journey, honestly, like the last 8 years, right? Like when I first got on Instagram 10 years ago, made crappy photos, made crappy captions that got like 5, 10 likes, whatever, right? And I went through that process. Like my first dozen photos were pretty terrible. They weren't good, but slowly and surely I started getting better. But then I got better for the wrong reasons. Like I did become somebody who started getting 300, 400, 500 likes and I got a lot of comments, but I did it for clout. I did it for validation because I wanted social approval so badly. I wanted the same social approval that I never got in high school. And I got lost in the sauce, bro. Like I got exactly what I wanted with people who don't know and don't really care about me. And even one of my best friends, he said this question: Mehdi, God forbid you lost your phone. Out of the 3,000 followers you have, how many of them would actually come and help you? Right? And like it just really puts things into perspective because you're kind of like realizing, what am I trying to prove? Like, guys, I got off Instagram for 3 months, and let me tell you something. Like I was on the train one day. Like imagine you're on the train and you're going to your internship and you got off Instagram. You're still having like withdrawal symptoms, but you're enjoying the journey. And then you see somebody next to you just swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping. You see this person is so enthralled in a universe that literally does not matter outside of that phone. Like there is a whole MTA train with people. This person's probably trying to go somewhere. He's going to interact with people in real life. And you just realize all of this stress, the source of stress, the source of pressure is all in this like 6-inch device that nobody cares about once you look off of it. And it was just such a stark reminder of like this social media thing is not real. Why am I putting so much pressure on myself? And it made me realize the silly contradiction I've been living in is that I have been trying to prove the life I already live right now in the real world through social media. Like, alhamdulillah, man, I have friends, I have family members, I check in on them, right? I get invited to movies, I get invited to dinners. There are people who ask how I am. I am fortunate to go to a hike this Sunday, right? I also have a book club planned, and there are people who ask me to hang out. I already have the life I'm living, but I'm so obsessed with making it on social media that I began ignoring everything else. And I realized like that's such a tragedy. And there was even another video released by a really popular channel yesterday, but it kind of goes through the same thing. Like, be careful what you wish for. Like, there's an 18-year-old girl. She wishes she was the popular girl in high school, and she wishes she could be more like her. And she gets what she wants. She finds her talent on social media. She starts getting millions of views, but she is surrounded by fake people. And she realizes she had it all when her family was giving her a birthday cake, when 1 to 2 genuine friends showed up for her, gave her a birthday note, and they were the people who cared. They were the people who actually showed up when things mattered. But when you get lost in the glitter, you forget to realize that sometimes there isn't gold. Like, that's the lesson behind it. Like, sometimes you realize when you try to go in glitter, there is no gold. And Yeah, man, it's just like, when you go on the social media journey, I'm not saying that social media is evil. I'm not trying to go to the other extreme and make a rash conclusion. But what I am saying is that it is such a fine line between social media being a tool that amplifies your life versus it consumes you. Like, it consumes you. Like, it's consumed me the last 8 years. And in all honesty, this is something I have to self reflect further. But when I got off Instagram for 3 months, it was arguably the most peaceful time I ever had. I was actually so happy and so proud of myself, right? And in hindsight, I joined back because I want to make content, I want to make videos, but you have to find a balance, guys, because like that video I told you about earlier said, when you judge yourself, you're literally going nowhere. And people can feel it, and then it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, why are you judging yourself? Why are you letting social media take the bane of your existence, right? So if there's any lesson you should take from this video, it's just, if you're gonna do the social media thing, take a deep breath, stop judging yourself. And in fact, you should be very proud of yourself that you're even trying, to be honest with you. A lot of people don't even care to try. And just find out. You might succeed, you might fail, you might feel like you're going nowhere, but that's part of the journey, man. And it would not be a journey if you knew where the destination was. That was a quote that one of my best friends told me, and it's just so important to realize that, because when you forget the value of the journey you're going in, the destination is not going to matter either. If you enjoyed this video, don't like, don't comment, don't subscribe. I always appreciate talking to you guys, and I'll catch you for the next one. Peace.